Good afternoon everyone, it's Tom Sydney Bushnell, aka Numbers, here from Sight Club. See, it's me. So people that follow my work, and also if you haven't done so, do like, share and subscribe on Sight Club, the Tom Numbers show, both of the channels on YouTube. So Sight Club, just type in Tom Numbers while you're watching this video, so click the subscribe button if you would. On the Tom Numbers show and on my other channel, Sight Club, both of them, thank you. And I'm on Telegram and Rumble, all those other places, so Truth Social. Okay, so people that follow my work will know that I'm a big fan of movies, in particular some films that I call the Q films, and these were revealed to be Q films. Actually happens that I've liked these all my life, these films, but they, during 2020 when the cinemas open again, it was shown to me that these are Q films. So I'm in North Hills, on the border of North Hills, and yet it's going to be noisy because we're on a flight path and a main road. But this is North Hills and North Ridge, and this is the site of Terminator 2, where John Connor is being chased by Robert Patrick, the T-1000, and he smashes through this wash, this bridge. So it's a famous spot. It's a tourist attraction now. People can see it on Google, and they'll see that it's a tourist attraction. Anyway, so I'm going to take you through the numbers. So I knew the numbers were important for this place, but I didn't understand fully how until I've come here. So let's see. Let us begin. So Havenhurst, I think what I'll have to do, I'll do it in two parts. I'm going to show you the scene in the, well, you can see it on YouTube, you can see the film, the scene, but I'm going to show you exactly what happens in the film. So it might be slightly quieter here, but over here, this is probably, and here's where Arnold Schwarzenegger, the T800, uses a shotgun to blast through this gate and goes on his motorcycle to chase John Connor, who's being chased by the T-1000 in the big truck. So here you'll see the angles are slightly different. I think they might have put one of the two of the well, maybe not, it might have just been the angles of the film, but Plumber is shown. Plumber comes to 98, which is in Independence, which is Mission. And then you'll see the semi, not this, well, whatever it is a huge truck coming through Havenhurst. It smashes through this wall, lands into the wash, and then, excuse me, and then John Connor is whizzing down here. John Connor's 126, Sarah Connor's 126, Chinese Elders is 126, 107 is 126. These are the numbers on this. So Havenhurst, which you can see is up there, is 161. These are some of the first numbers I ever got. If you look at the picture of me and Ivanka, Ivanka plus Tom is 106, red pilling. But then if you add the 55, the golden 55 on the side of the picture, it comes to 161. 161 I've recently realised is Edward X Young. I've done a video about him. Anyway, Havenhurst Avenue, which is the bit they show you in the film, that's I am 161, which comes to 184, which comes to the Princess of Wales. Sorry, Princess of Wales, I should say. But it also comes to fifth dimension and fourth density. President Trump just recently spoke at a rally talking about how we're playing a fourth dimensional chess game. Four-dimensional chess. He said, does anyone know what that is? And he repeated it a number of times. So I've looked at this. Havenhurst is Havenhurst Ave, as it's displayed here, where the truck comes through, smashing through the wall. It's 184. Now I'm going to go back here because there's some other markers here. Also bear in mind you've got this 445, see that? I don't know if that's in the film or not, I'll have to re-watch it. But 445 stands out, and I'm going to show you here. So we're going back over here to the numbers and the signs that are here. So these immediately caught my attention up here. So Havenhurst Ave, which we've established is 184 or just 161, depending if you include the avenue part. So there's some numbers here. Now one says drop the zeros, so in this instance we will. You've got 94. 94 is John. 94 is Third Eye. 94 is November. So you do 94 plus 167. 167 happens to be King of the World, and it happens to be the day of the year, which was June 16th, that Melania and President Trump came down the escalators, and they met Ivanka at the bottom of the steps, and the press conference announcing his candidacy came into being. And I met Ivanka 5 days before that on June 11th. June 11th is 141, Tom Bushnell, Reincarnation, Looking Glass. Quantum Leap. I think a lot of us are doing quantum leaps. And that was day 162. 162 is Trumpology, my product. You've got the links in the description below. But day is 30, add it together. 30 plus 162, so day 162 is 192, which is Ivanka Marie Trump. And behind us, where we took the picture, is Del Vecchio Plaza 146, which is New Jerusalem, which is Ivanka Trump 146, Truth Social. So there's a few things there with all of this. Anyway, but if you add 94 plus 167, you come to 184 again, which is the fifth dimension, fourth density, Princess of Wales, and Havenhurst Avenue, which is here. So they're marking all that out, but let's take it further. So going back to the 445, which is over here, the 445, there you go, the 445, you see that? Zoom through this. The 445, a little blurry, I don't know why. Anyway, the 445 comes to this. This is another thing I should have said. So we go back to here. So in Terminator 2, they announced Judgment Day, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, the T-800, says that August 29th is Judgment Day. If you spell out the words August 29th, you're going to come to 261. 261 comes to August 29th. It comes to the United States of America. It comes to Thomas Bushnell numbers. It comes to Trump Tower, Manhattan, which was just up the road from when I met Ivanka. It comes to August 31st, which is the date that Diana passed, and it also comes to November 22nd, which is JFK, the date of JFK in '63. So if you do 94 plus 167, that comes to 261, which is August 29th, which is Judgment Day. And just to put this a little bit more in perspective, the codes of Judgment Day 129 have been coming up a lot recently. So I'm here with my friend Rosa, here in this part of the world, and we went to the Hollywood sign the other day, did a video, which you'll see. Hollywood sign comes up to 129, and also Griffith Park, the observatory, we did a video there, or viewing it, and that comes to 129. And I've just booked a ticket to go to Hawaii. So shout out to people in Hawaii, anyone that wants to meet up. I'll be on I'll be on Kauai first of all, but I'm open to going to the other islands. So just send me an email if you're interested in meeting up. Might be possible, see what we can do. Anyway, so going back to that, you've got where were we? August 29th, yeah. is Judgment Day. Judgment Day is 129. Oh, also, yeah, my ticket. So get this. So I'm flying. I'd already flown by the time this comes out, but I'm leaving LA at 10:29. 10:29 is October 29. One keeps saying that's a big date, so we'll see what happens on that. But if you drop the 0, it's 129, which is Judgment Day, and I arrive in Kauai, which is a 6-hour flight, at 13:29, which is 1:29 p.m. 129 is Judgment Day. 129 is the date or the time. Some say that Kennedy was shot at 12:30 in Dallas. Some say 12:29, but it's 1:29 in Washington DC. 1:29 Judgment Day. Anyway, so this is coded here, so you can see that. So taking this further, if you do where do we get to? 129. Which one have we got here? Oh yeah, so if you do this, if you do Havenhurst Avenue, which is hang on, bear with me. I'm trying to read my notes because there were so many pieces on this. I've just decoded all this here and now, so I wanted to make sure I got everything. So where do we get to? Oh yeah, here it is. So here we go. So if you do Havenhurst Avenue, which is there, which is the bridge. So this is the cross point. They show, these are the two things they show in the film. They show Havenhurst Avenue on the bridge over there, which I showed earlier, and over here they show Plummer. They show that in the imagery. There you go. You'll see that in the screen as the truck smashes through. You'll see Plummer. Okay. So Havenhurst Avenue 184, the 5th dimension, 4th density, 94 November plus 167. Whichever way you want to do it is 184. Sorry, no, that's 261. Correction. We'll stick to Havenhurst Avenue. Havenhurst Avenue is 184. All right. Plus Plummer 98. What does that come to, people? It comes to 282, which comes to 88 miles per hour, which comes to transition to greatness. It comes to a few other things as well. Some of the other videos I put out recently. Some of the subtle messages I put on Telegram. See if you can figure it out. One talked about arrest wars and things like that. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. But then over here, you'll see on this side, it's actually called Plummer Street. So it's Plummer ST. ST's Angel, it's Jackie, it's 10, which is a 5.5. Plummer Street, can you see that? Maybe not that well. But anyway, if you add street to it, 282 plus 39 takes you to 321, which is, kind of a countdown, a magical countdown. Also across the street you'll see it's 165, which is Resurrection, which is Christ's Bloodline, which is the Visionary, which is the painting in President Trump's Mar-a-Lago. It's Westminster, it's Resurrection, it's remote viewing, it's all those things. But that's 321. But then if you add that date of 261, which is 167 plus 94, 261 being August 29th, it comes to 582. And then if you do this, you've got others here. So Northridge up there is 118, which is the first code I got. It was my cousin Paul's date of birth when he obviously died just a few days before I met Ivanka. But if you do Plummer plus Northridge, which you can see there, that comes to 216, which comes to Edward Xavier Young, the full name of the guy who's Edward X Young. And we've done a video on that, who he is. He was wearing the green cap. He was there at next to Rachel, and then he got interviewed by Right Side Broadcast with Liz. I can't remember her last name now. Time Travel John Kennedy also comes to 216. Time Travel, sorry, not Time Travel John Kennedy. Time Travel Future is 216. Time Travel POTUS is 216. Time Travel The Father is 216. Time Travel Space Force is 216. Or you could do John Kennedy POTUS 216. John Kennedy Space Force 216, or John Kennedy The Father 216. And over here, you see what that looks like, a poodle, because it is. It's a famous kind of landmark in the area. Poodle. It's called Green Dog, a big dog, which is 4-4, which is anon, which is masked. Maybe there's an unmasking of things here. But if you do the green poodle, that comes to 199. It comes to my grandfather's name, Sidney Charles Wood, plus big dog is 243. 243 comes to John F. Kennedy Eternal Flame. It comes to someone else's name that's important in the movement. So North Hills comes to Terminator 2, 135. I've got a friend of mine called Todd Anderson back in Utah. We went to Bryce Canyon together. You had just seen clips of that. And there's an Easter egg in the film. He looks a little like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I just say it. I joke with him and say you could be his offspring. He was actually a child actor years ago, but got out of it a long time ago. Didn't get contaminated. Just didn't go further. He did a film with Meg Ryan and Kiefer Sutherland. But yeah, so Todd Anderson. We always joke, Thomas Anderson, The Matrix, The Storm. So 118 is Northridge, The Storm. So you've got Terminator, Back to the Future, Terminator 2, Back to the Future, and The Matrix film, all grid referenced here with the numbers. But anyway, Todd Anderson is 133. Anderson being 90, Todd being 43. But you add them together, that's 133, which is Terminator, which is interesting because there's a part in this film. There's another personal Easter egg when it says John Connor runs out of his home, gets on the motorbike with his friend who looks like Braveheart, who's got the red hair, and the stepdad comes out and says, "Clean your room, Todd. Your mother wants you to clean your room." And he says, "She's not my mother, Todd." Anyway, there's a lot of meanings to that, but that's all I'll say on that. But Todd is mentioned in the film, and some other Todds. So there are personal Easter eggs in these things. Where do we get to? So on the map, this is known as the Terminator 2 bridge because of the film. So Terminator 2 is 135, bridge is 45. You'll see up there, see the miles per hour. It's 45, which is 45th president. But Terminator 2 bridge is 180. And if you do the Terminator 2 bridge, it comes to 213, which is Kid by the Side of the Road. Donald John Trump Jr., so Junior. So there's a lot of things here. Havenhurst Avenue plus 94. There's a 278 up. I got out of there as well. Anyway, there's more things I could say on this, but here you go. So I forgot to say the 582. So Plummer Street plus Havenhurst Avenue is 582. Yeah, that's right. No, sorry, correction. Plummer Street plus 261, which is August 29th. That comes to 582, which I mentioned earlier. I forgot to tell you what it was. So 582 breaks down to where are we at? Where did it go? There it is. So yeah, Plummer Street plus August 29th comes to 582, which comes to 245, which is Thomas Sidney Bushnell, currency revaluation, the pure love of Christ, and it leaves you with 337, which is November 5th, 1955, which is the date that Emmett Brown invented time travel. You can't see that there. Okay, I'm going to come around here. But also 337, November 5th, 1955, also comes to Thomas Sidney Bushnell numbers, which is kind of cool. What else have I got here for you? Ah, yeah. So this one here is cool. I don't think I mentioned this at the beginning. So you've got North Hills, which is 135, which is Terminator. But these signs, you'll see this. I wonder if on a grid, like a ley line. For some reason this film is like this. This was filmed here for some reason. So just up there, can you see this? Let's have a look. Street lightning. Truth lightning. As street lightning is 1818 is what would that be? Oh, I don't know. I'll let you work that one out. So Plumber and North Hills. North Hills is 135, Terminator 2. Add Plumber 98. That takes you to 233, which is Follow the White Rabbit, which is John Fitzgerald Kennedy. And then here, literally just there, and then here is the date of 261, because you've got Havenhurst Avenue, which is what's that? Oh no, yeah, so 94 plus 167 comes to 261, which is August 29th, which is also November 22nd. And so look, can you see that? I'm trying to zoom, just doing this with two hands, so I've got the other one with all the codes in. So 94 November, John, plus 167, King of the World, the date that President Trump came down, the day of the year him and Melania came down the escalators. I think escalators has got something to do with 94 as well. Check that one, people. I think that might be escalator, or escalators might be 94. Might not be, but I think it is. It's all 261, which is August 29th, which is August 31st, which is Diana's date. And then it's Thomas Bushnell numbers. It's it's Manhattan Trump Tower. Reverse Great Awakening, or Great Awakening reverse. So reverse things through the Great Awakening. 261 is also November 22nd, which is the day of JFK. 261 is also the United States of America. Literally just across the street here, Plumber and North Hills comes to Terminator 2 mission, and he does mention his mission parameters. Arnold Schwarzenegger does. He mentions those in the film, just to protect John Connor. 126, 107. Anyway, so you've got Kennedy's date, which is 167 plus 94, which comes to 261, which is November 22nd. And you've also got Plumber, North Hills, which is Terminator 2 mission, which comes to 233. Follow the White Rabbit from The Matrix with Neo DJT, 34 Grace. And I've met Keanu Reeves, I've met Trinity as well, Carrie-Anne Moss. But 233, Plumber plus North Hills is 233, John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Anyway, so there's a lot there, people. Hopefully I've covered everything. And yeah, it's just me doing this, holding one phone with all the codes I got in the last half an hour, making sure I remember them all, and trying to film it for you. So anyway, it's raw and authentic, and you've got the codes, so hopefully you've enjoyed that. But I would rewatch particularly that clip when that happens with Terminator 2. So Schwarzenegger kicks through there, well, blasts it open, chasing John Connor on the motorbike as the truck chases him. So Schwarzenegger catches up with them both. The Havenhurst Avenue is the fifth dimension. President Trump spoke about fourth dimensional chess recently. Fourth density is 184. Anyway, I'll say over and out, but God bless everyone, much love, and I'll see you very soon in the future. Do like, share and subscribe to Sight Club on YouTube and the Tom Numbers Show on YouTube. And if you have subscribed, double check that you are, and hit the notification bell. Give it a thumbs up, share it around. Thank you everyone, God bless. and I'll see you soon. Take care, bye.